Alright, ladies and gentlemen of UWF, it is Devastating Dustin, otherwise known as 2D, and back from his vacation in Tahiti, luscious Johnny Stark. Johnny, how are you doing?
Pretty good. How about you, 2D?
I'm doing fairly well.
That's good.
Alright, see, and as you just saw, Marvelous Marcus Johnson just pointing to the camera, that's because, Johnny, we are doing this live.
We
are now doing these live because I am here at UWF doing the UWF Wrestling Report. So if you can't show up on Sunday night, don't worry. I got you covered with the match results. So for the people watching, Johnny, I have to say this match is going to be fairly interesting since, well, first off, it's Marvelous Marcus Johnson. He always makes the match really interesting. And secondly, it is a heavyweight title match.
It is 2D.
I'm not sure who's the favorite to win this match, but we will find out.
I do know one thing about this match.
And what's that, Johnny?
I know the fact that Marcus...
Ooh, and the new front flip. The new front flip, Marcus's new favorite entrance, up on the roof. Our camera guy, Jim, doing a good job. Jim doesn't really talk, sorry people. But anyway, you were saying, Johnny?
I know the fact that man, Marcus Johnson, has a very good heart. I've known that from day one when he made his debut.
Yep, you know, Johnny, I think you've mentioned that nearly every match you commentated on.
That is very true.
And I think it's because you cannot stress the fact enough that Marvelous Marcus has a good heart. I mean, it's apparent no matter what he does. Yep, it's just words cannot describe. And out comes his opponent, the current I'm doing air quotes, people, heavyweight champion, because that's one of the lightest people at UWF right there. That's Austin Tyler Morris, otherwise known as ATM. Here we go, folks. Let me take a second, folks, to write down ATM on my little report here.
I know it's... well, 2D, there's something I want you to know.
Yeah, Johnny?
Me and that man have never got along, although he has a good spirit. As much as I want to say it, I'm going to, as much as I shouldn't. That man looks like either A, he can't dance, or B, he drank too many beers tonight.
Well,
I saw Stone Cold somewhere.
Well, you know, I can say without doubt you're right on the first one, because I've seen Austin Tyler Morris dance before, and I kind of wish I hadn't at that point whenever he did his first move. But we all know Marvelous Marcus Johnson can dance. We all know that.
That's true.
Secondly, he is, despite what people may think, ATM is actually above the age of 21, so he may or may not have had a couple of drinks before this match. But if Guido was here, he would say that's nothing but purely speculation. And for those who wondering where Guido is, yet again, I'm fairly certain he's just become a resident of Japan at this point.
Wait, is that Guido in there?
No, that's Guido's biggest fans. He made sure he already looked a lot like Guido, and so he decided to get into the wrestling business, and he's a referee now. His biggest dream is to referee one of Guido's matches, even though Guido is officially retired. But you know how people retire in... semi-retired, yes. But you know how people retire in wrestling. They always come back. They always come back. Yes. Well, the match hasn't really started yet. Even though the bell has rung, the referee still has to check out the wrestlers. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And
can you speak English?
Yes, I can.
Have you not got your passport yet?
No, I can speak English. All right, so here we go.
Just want to make sure.
All right. All right. And Marcus is already getting the crowd on his side, so the crowd favorite for this match is going to be Marcus. Oh, and already into the pin. 2 count, wow. Uh-oh, and another pin. Again with 2. If Marcus can keep him... Hopefully, oh, nope. Still 2. And drop kick. The marvelous drop kick, as he calls it. Already telling the referee to get ATM back in the ring. Alright, but... Yep. Well, while this match is playing out, I'm going to go over my wrestling report, so... Just so you know, because this is the main event. That is surprising. It's the main event. Marvelous Marcus Johnson is in the main event. We knew he was going to be in it. We knew he was going to be in a main event at some point in time. We just didn't know when.
Marcus has made his way to the top, and right now he is yet the #1 contender.
Well, he's not at the top yet. If he was at the top, he would have that heavyweight championship. But he's right there at the top of the mountain, and he's about to reach the very top.
But will he slip?
We don't know, because we all know how underhanded ATM can get. But for my wrestling report here, the very first match of the night was Ravishing Ronnie Roberts, Marvelous Marcus Johnson's possible new tag team partner, versus a newcomer to UWF. What is it, Johnny? Yes.
ATM and Ravishing Ronnie Roberts feuding for ages upon ages.
As
you know, of course, he is a wrestling genius.
Yes, he is. His words were a walking, talking Stephen Hawking.
Yes. But like I said, he.
Oh, over the top. Marcus's strength keeps him on their side. Oh! Sunset flip and 1, 2. Oh, 2 count. Yep. But as you were saying, Johnny?
Because Ronnie's a genius, he might just interfere but go across his tag team partner. Because he's a genius, but if he did it to ATM, it would disqualify Marcus, and then ATM would retain the title.
But if he went either way, if he wound up accidentally hitting Marcus in front of the ref, it would disqualify ATM. However, ATM would still retain the championship because disqualification does not change title. Oh, and nobody home in the corner and attack and 2 count.
But like you were saying, neither does it with a fault. Now I think I need an English lesson. But it does not change
Yep.
count of,
Wait a minute. That was the marvelous suplex. I think ATM just stole that move.
he did.
I'm pretty sure. But as I was saying, my wrestling report will be posted on the UWF's official Facebook page. While ATM has Marcus in that headlock, I will go over, as I was saying, the first match of the night was Ravishing Ronnie Roberts versus newcomer Justin Storm. Justin Storm won, but it was by disqualification because Ronnie Roberts kept him in the corner for too long, and while Justin Storm didn't win, reverse clothesline there. Justin Storm did win. He was, however, knocked out by 7 super kicks, and that was a 2 count. The second match of the night was J.R. Rock versus another newcomer, Eddie Young. J.R. Rock won, however, his feet were on the ropes during the win, and suplex. And here comes another one. Setting up, and another suplex, and he's going for the 3 amigos. He's going for Eddie Guerrero. Oh, and there's the third. And here it goes. Backbreaker. And as we say, third match of the night was a random 2 count. Again, another newcomer. it was a random masked wrestler. I was not able to hear the name. I'm fairly disappointed in that. But it was versus another newcomer, Bob Murdoch. Not a newcomer to wrestling, but a newcomer to the UWF wrestling scene.
Oh, Bob
And
Murdoch is not.
duck.
He has.
I told you.
Here before.
He has been here before, but it's been a while. And a body slam. Oh, 2 count. 2 count, 2 count, 2 count.
But however, Bob Murdoch's a
Oh!
newcomer to
He wasn't really a newcomer. Well, he was not a newcomer to wrestling, but it's been a while since he's been here at UWF, so I've called him a newcomer. Sorry for saying so if I am wrong, but I think ATM is going to be focusing on Marcus's arm for this match. Open now, he's focusing on the leg. If you take out Marcus's legs, you take out you take out his speed, you take out his power, you take out everything that he can do.
The lower you go, the higher the pain.
Yep, the higher it's one of those inverse laws. Ooh! Back to the thigh. Back on the very thigh. That has to hurt. But for the fourth match it was a title match against Nick Vegas. That's right, folks. Nick Vegas, formerly known as Nick Vegas. Ooh! Toss. Rope. Oh! Shouldered. I'm fairly certain that's going to be a 2. Ooh, barely.
The crowd's getting quiet, my friend.
The crowd is getting quiet. It's because they're shocked at what they're wondering what's going to happen.
Did you not just see what ATM, Austin Tyler Morse, just did?
Cheat?
No, he went to the throat.
That count. So he was choking, which is cheating. I was right. But in the fourth match,
2D.
yes.
I want you to know one thing.
Oh, he's in the throat, on the throat.
In the rule book, he's learned
Kick to the guts, kick to the gut, kick to the gut. Here he comes. Boom!
Most people
ATM's cannonball. But as you were saying,
most people would say that was illegal, but he knows well because nowhere in the rule book does it say you have to follow the rules, my friend.
that is true. However, we do enforce the rules. So, if you don't have to follow them, but they will be enforced. And another flip, and
Kick to the face. Oh no.
warming up, and now for the choke. I thought he was going for some elbow or maybe a leg or knee, but just went right for a choke. But in the fourth match, it was Nick Vegas, formerly known as Nick Vickers, against Big Dog Cujo for the Commonwealth Championship. Nick won, however, he used several low blows, pretty much right in Cujo's kibble and bits, if you pardon the expression. But for the first 5 minutes of the match, Cujo was in total dominance of Nick Vickers.
But at the beginning of the match, my friend, he went for a low blow. He didn't wait for the bell to ring.
Yeah, true, but it didn't face Big Dog. Oh! Man. No,
You tease
big
the
slime.
big dog and you get bit.
Yep. Nick Vegas got turned into a chew toy during that match, but both competitors are down after that slam. Marcus reaching for the ropes, trying to help himself up. ATM's up, true. So the new UWF Commonwealth champion, our Kentucky Commonwealth, and the Superman body splash, backward rolls, and another Superman body splash, another backward roll, and code breaker. Oh!
Actually, that was a monkey flip.
A Norwegian monkey flip. We haven't seen one of those in years. That is devastating. And another marvelous drop kick. So Nick Vegas is now the Commonwealth champion. And Superman splash.
Looked more like a frog splash off the mat.
Yeah, but you forget Marvelous Marcus Johnson is trying to be UWF's very own superhero. So
He is the
Yeah.
I truly believe that Marvelous Marcus's heart was
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And right 9. Off of him. And he's down. Uh-oh. ATM has the belt. ATM has the belt. Disqualification coming up. Uh-oh, wait. Duck.
Oh, yep,
Disqualification. How Marvelous Marcus wins, however, the belt does not change hands.
well, that's man to me and Marvelous Johnny Stark.
He did hit Marcus with the belt. The referee has called the match. This is a disqualification.
However,
And in the terms by the
ATM has
he will
kept.
retain the heavyweight
Yeah.
title. He will continue to be United Federation heavyweight champion. ATM.
Thank you, announcer guy. Wait a minute. That was my line. That was my line.
It's the announcer, it's just the guy.
I know, but still, he stole my line. People have been stealing. Johnny, you cannot silence me. People have been stealing my lines all night long.
I know mankind, I'll bring the soccer.
But that's just bad. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. Marvelous Marcus won last week, but now he gets disqualified. Cheated out of the title, if you ask me. But anyway, that's all for tonight, UWF fans. I'll see you all next week here in Georgetown, Kentucky. And remember, people, stay marvelous. I've been Devastating Dustin. That was Luscious Johnny Stark, and thank you and good night.